The next type of territory we're going to talk about are zip code territories, and a special kind of zip code territories, and those are partial match zip code territories. Now, when you're specifying zip code territories, sometimes one of the larger burdens is the vast number of zip codes that might apply to a particular location. And one of the shortcuts provided in MetaLocator is the ability to specify just a prefix. And in this example, we can see we have 3 territory zip codes specified as partial matches. And those are 532, 802, and 902. And 532, for example, is a common zip code in the state of Wisconsin, the United States. So 53211, 53202, 53208, etc. When somebody designates a territory zip code of 532, that means that any search that the user performs that matches 532 in the state of Wisconsin, this result will be returned. 802 is a prefix in the state of Colorado, so like 80205, 80218, 80202. Those are all zip code prefixes in the state of Colorado. 902 is in California, so 90210, 90211, 90218. All of those zip codes that begin with 902 would be included. And so this is a partial match. And so in this example, I've just filled out this data. I'm going to go ahead and import it very quickly. So we'll go to import. We'll pick that CSV file that we were working with. And in this example, we're going to end up creating yet another type of territory field. This one I've called territory zips. You can call them whatever you want. I'll go ahead and click next. Again, we're going to wipe out all the data in MetaLocator and replace it with what we're importing. Then we're going to go into the field section. We're going to see that new field in there called territory zips. And I'm going to pull that field type down again. And we are going to choose postal code or postal code prefix list. So now the system is expecting in that file, it should find a list of postal code prefixes. Now, one little trick here and a bit of a pitfall with Excel. If you type in 532, 802, 902, it's going to think you're trying to type in a number, 532,802,902. Now, one trick we've learned is that this little single quote in here will tell Excel, don't try to interpret this as a number, but if you actually look at the CSV file that's been output, that little tick disappears, which is great, because if you don't include that tick and you save this file and you open it up again later, Excel's going to strip those commas out, trying to be helpful, and removing those, trying to interpret it like a number. But this is not a number. This is actually a list of postal code prefixes. And so now that we've got that data in MetaLocator, we can go to the interface builder and we can enable a specific option called allow partial match keyword. And it'll also allow us to specify the length. The length is 3 in this case because 532, that's 3 digits, 802, that's 3 digits. This is a global setting, meaning that when partial match keyword and partial match keyword length are set and enabled, the system will interpret any territory type. It will look at it for whether it can match on 3 digits regardless of the length of the territory value. So, for example, if you were to provide 53211 in another field, the system is going to treat that just as if you had typed in 532 comma. It's going to look for a match on only that the 3-digit prefix. So be careful, because if you enable substring or keywords, if you enable partial match keyword, the system will only consider those first 3 digits of all the territories that you specify. And so this is now enabled. And so let's perform a few searches. I'm going to go ahead and click Save now that we've got those settings enabled. And what we should see now is if I perform a search for like 80218, we should be able to see 80218, which is in Denver. We should see that individual location still show up. And now if I search in 90210, which is in Beverly Hills, California. I see that to show up, and those are all matching because they match the particular prefix. And so if I typed in like 912 in Pasadena, I should not see any results because I don't have any results there. And so that illustrates, hopefully, the partial match territory system.